Introducing the HKM01 4K6G. The HKM01 4K6G is an HDMI KVM extender that supports 4K 60Hz resolution. It extends KVM signals using either network cables or fiber optic cables, allowing one-to-one or many-to-many transmission through a network switch. The USB ports support connection to a keyboard, mouse, and other USB devices. How to connect? There are two types of connections: one-to-one transmission and many-to-many transmission. You'll need a PC or laptop, HDMI cables, USB cables, network or fiber optic cables, monitors, an IR blaster and receiver, the HKM01 4K6G extender kit, power adapters, keyboard and mouse, and a network switch. One-to-one transmission. Connect HDMI and USB cables from your computer to the transmitter's input ports. Power up the transmitter. Connect the network cable to the transmitter, make sure it's a 1G network cable. Plug in the IR blaster to the transmitter. Connect the network cable to the receiver. Use an HDMI cable to connect the receiver to the monitor. Power up the receiver. Connect the IR receiver to the receiver. Plug in the keyboard and mouse through the USB ports, and you're good to go. Many-to-many transmission. Connect HDMI and USB cables from your computer to the transmitter's input ports. Power up the transmitters. Connect network cables from the network switch to the transmitters. Plug in the IR blaster to the transmitters. Connect network cables from the network switch to the receivers. Use HDMI cables to connect the receivers to the monitors. Connect the IR receivers to the receivers. Power up the receivers. Plug in the keyboard and mouse through the USB ports, and you're set. To assign specific sources to each screen, use the rotary dip switch to pair a particular receiver with the transmitter. Transmitters and receivers on the same channel will automatically connect. You can change the channel anytime, just reboot the device after adjusting the rotary switch. LED indicators show transmission status. When the connection is successful, the LED indicators on both the transmitter and receiver will look like this. Maximum transmission distance. Using network cables, the range is up to 160 meters, 524.9 feet. Using single-mode fiber optic cables, the range is up to 60 kilometers, 196,850 feet. Latency test. This extender has extremely low latency. For a distance of 100 m, the delay is less than 1 frame. Audio and microphone support at the receiver end. You can connect speakers to the receiver to play audio from the transmitter. If the computer at the transmitter end is running communication software like Zoom and the speaker is at the receiver end, simply plug in a headset at the receiver end for smooth communication. Connecting USB devices to the receiver. In addition to a mouse and keyboard, you can connect USB devices like a webcam or flash drive. Infrared functionality. The IR signals are transmitted through the network or fiber optic cables. If your device at the transmitter end is controlled by infrared, such as a DVD player or set-top box, you can use the IR remote to access the OSD menu and adjust the settings. 4K 30Hz version, HKM01 4K. For those looking for a 4K 30Hz option, you can choose the HKM01 4K model.